It's new comic book day. It's Guy's Comic Life coming at you with another video. And it is a good week for books, man. I gotta tell you. I got a lot of cool dollar books. I can't believe how, like, my LCS just threw a bunch of great books in a dollar bin, and I was just shocked to find so many. I got a lot of great books that came out this week. Picked up some new books that came out last week that I couldn't get. So, just got a bunch of stuff to show you, and I'm going to start right off. Now, all these right here were in a dollar bin. Now, this is Justice League number 40 from the New 52. This is the first appearance of Darkseid's daughter, Grail. Pretty neat character. She was first drawn by Jim Lee. Actually, she first appeared as a baby in, like, a free comic book day issue that I have, but it's in, like, terrible condition because, like, not many people take care of their free comic book day issues. But this is considered her first full appearance, and yeah, I just can't believe I found that in a dollar bin because that's like a $15 book, and I was like, what? I'm like, do you even know what that is? And next are just a couple Batman issues. Some pretty good artwork. This is number 364, and it's a 60 center. So I love this Bat logo up at the top. That was like one of my favorite eras of Batman, like the Copper Age, Bronze Age kind of stuff. And moving along, I've owned this issue like 3 times and I've always lost it. 401, Magpie, weird villain. I mean, there's a reason it's $1, but I will have all the issues of Batman in my collection at one point. 482, I have no idea who that character is right there. None. It's Jim Aparo. So it's a pretty cool cover. And here's some kind of new issues. Nathan Simmons told me to pick up the Immortal Men, and I read issue number 1, and it was damn good. And it's cool because I didn't know Jim Lee. Jim Lee's my favorite comic book artist, and he was actually just named the DC, like the head of DC, so that's pretty cool, like in charge of all the creative and everything, and great artwork by Jim Lee and stuff. Can't wait to see where it goes. I know issue number 3 just came out today. My other LCS is holding it for me. And there's issue 2, which I have not read yet. And this book I had to hop on because it is a major first appearance of a character who's going to be huge. And this is Infinity Countdown number 4. So there's like Galactus on the cover and Rocket Raccoon. So this is the first appearance of Requiem, the villain that's going to be in the new like Infinity Wars comic book storyline. So I'll pick up the main story. I just had to get this key book. Don't sleep on this issue. A lot of people are. Like every comic book shop I've been to, there's a lot of them, and it's already going on eBay for like $15. This book. Don't sleep on it. This is going to be like Amazing Spider-Man $7.94, $7.95 all over again. Don't sleep on it. Get this book. And everyone told me to go read Death or Glory number 1. This is the second printing. I missed out on the first print, and they were right. This is a badass comic book with a badass chick. Like if you want to see some girls just kicking ass straight up, get this book, man. And I picked up a second print of The Avengers number 1, part of Marvel's new relaunch. And I like Ed McGuinness's artwork. And this is just a splash page from the last page of issue number 1. Issue number 2 is really good. And this is probably the best story that I've read out of all of these. You probably heard good things about this. This is the Immortal Hulk, issue number 1. This comic book scared the living hell out of me. And not many comic books, not much of anything does that. I mean, my wife scares me, but that's it. But yeah, I helped write a horror movie when I was in film school. And I've just always been exposed to horror movies. Like, I watch, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Saw, for fun. This is some scary shit right here. This is like an R-rated comic book, and it's the Hulk, so it's pretty weird. So in this book, just a little thing, like, Bruce Banner gets killed in the beginning of this issue, And a little girl gets killed in this issue as well. Very, very dark shit. And Bruce Banner comes back to life as the Immortal Hulk. So he's basically like a zombie, and he only comes out at night. And he hunts down the man who killed the little girl. And we find out that the dude was just trying to get money to pay back like a loan shark who is going to hurt his family. Like the dude who killed the little girl has a family of his own. And Hulk chooses not to kill this man, but instead he just kicks his ass and cripples him and puts him in a hospital. And at the end, you just see Bruce Banner staring in a mirror, and the whole time you kind of get this like thought bubbles, like saying there are two kinds of people. Like when you look in the mirror, the image of yourself that you want to see and the image that you don't want other people to see. And at the end, Bruce Banner's just asking himself, am I a good person? And he looks in the mirror and he's like, what do you think? And you see the Hulk's reflection in the mirror, and that image was amazing. A plus issue right here. Pick it up. I know the first printing sold out, but second printings are being released, so you will be able to read it. And these are my two favorite covers of the week. I read this issue. The Flash War continues to be amazing, but this is a Francesca Mattina cover. Absolutely gorgeous image of Barry Allen running. Man, I don't know how he does it, man. There are just some artists that just, it's beyond illustration. Like, they bring the characters to life. Very interested to see where this goes, man. Somebody's totally gonna die. I don't know if it's gonna be Barry Allen or Wally West, Kid Flash. I have no idea. Flash issue 50 is gonna be crazy. And the second best cover of the week is, and I'm very excited about this, Detective Comics 982. Talk about bringing Batman to life. Like, what a great cover right there. And this story is pretty cool. It's kind of like a one-shot, and Tinian 4 is off the book. Thank God. I did not like that story at all. And I get that Detective Comics is more of a family book, but it was just, it was too social justice, too PC for me, too much Batwoman. I mean, there's a reason Batwoman has a solo comic book of her own. But this was great. This is Deacon Blackfire from Batman the Cult, like, as a ghost, just haunting Batman. Like, this is a dark book, man. Like, if you're a fan of Batman the Cult, like, you'll love the hell out of this issue. And Morrissey wrote this. I don't know, but good job, good writing. And this was the $1.50 in the Overstock. This is Venom Lethal Protector number 2. And that's awesome because I got issue 1 recently. I want to try to get all of this series for cheap if I can see it. So it's cool to get number 2. And it's drawn by Mark Bagley, and we all know I love Mark Bagley. He's a good Spider-Man artist. And lastly, we have some Spider-Mans, more Spider-Mans. Amazing Spider-Man $7.99, second print variant. And this is the first cover appearance of Normie Osborn as the Red Goblin. And this is the splash page of the last issue of $7.99 where he just says, "Welcome to the family business, kiddo." And he's just laughing very maniacally. Good cover. It's sad that story's over, man. I hate to see Dan Slott go. Amazing Spider-Man 801, out next week. Don't miss it, man. Dan Slott, love him or hate him. Even if you don't like him, he's brought good stories to Spider-Man. It's hard to write a character, especially a character who's been around since the 60s, and he's been writing Spider-Man for 10 years. So, like, I'm 25. So a very, very good chunk of my life, Dan Slott has been writing Spider-Man. I don't know if the change is going to be good or bad, but sad to see him go. I hope Nick Spencer and Ryan Otley do good on the book. And speaking of more Amazing Spider-Man, issue 800, second print variant cover was out today. I had to grab that because this was one of my favorite splash pages from the book. When Peter got the symbiote again, Venom gave Peter the symbiote, and he dons the black costume to fight the Red Goblin. It's a very good image by Humberto Ramos. And this hasn't sold out at Diamond yet, but they already announced a third print. I mean, I think that's weird, but I'm going to buy the third print because this is a great story and I want all the variant covers. So get that one if you like that story. And probably the best new issue this week, writing-wise, probably the best story, continues to be the best story because he's the best writer in the game. Donny Cates, Venom issue number 2. I opted and got the Young Guns variant. This is a beautiful cover by Mike Del Mundo. And I love how he is hanging from his green, slimy tongue. Like, that is so disgusting, but so cool at the same time. Like, I thought the regular cover was just kind of boring looking, so I just set it aside in my pull list and picked this one up because, I don't know, something about the way he looks and white covers. I am a sucker for white covers. And this is a key book because this is the first... You know, some people are saying issue number 1 is the first appearance of the symbiote god. It's not. He's on the last page and you can barely see him. That's a cameo. This is the first full appearance of the symbiote god. He appears in a splash page in the middle of the book. He is scary as shit. Like, I love books that have a horror take on things. Like, that's why I love the Cosmic Ghost Rider so much in his Thanos run. This guy knows what he is doing. Donny Cates can do no wrong when he writes comic books. I am so excited for issue number 3 to come out now because that's going to be... I mean, Symbiote God was only on like two pages in this issue, but he's... Yeah, I'm hoping to get like an origin or something like that. So keep picking up Venom because a lot of these are going to be key issues down the road. Okay, guys. A lot of great books this week. It's been a great week for comics. It's a great time to be a comic book fan. Great time to be a geek. Go Tribe. Man, sucks that the Cavs season's over, but oh well. Anyway, next week we got Batman 49. There's a great cover by Art Germ. Try to stick that up on the screen. And Amazing Spider-Man 801. I'm probably going to get the J. Scott Campbell variant cover. Batman 50 will be out on July 4th. There is probably 50 variant covers, maybe more, for Batman 50. And the one that I got, I pre-ordered the J. Scott Campbell. He has like 5 connecting covers with everyone that's invited to the wedding, and I just got the standard cover A with Catwoman leaning on the Batmobile and Batman standing on the Batmobile. I'll throw that up on the screen as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Comment what you got this weekend from your local comic shop, and I will see you next week. Peace out, guys.